From a 317 area code, you are the last caller of the day, and your name is?
Hey, hello.
Hey, hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know I just found out about your show.
Oh, from whom?
Yeah.
Who told you?
Well, I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, well, I just want to let you know that I'm a dreamer. I'm a Daca recipient.
Ah.
And I really appreciate how you guys stand up for us, how you guys are willing to speak up about the situation and everything. And it just means a lot to me how you guys are, speaking out.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm honored to be in your show.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, tell me your story. Obviously, you I would understand if you don't feel totally comfortable about giving us too many specifics. But tell us about your story. How old are you? When did you come to this country?
Okay, I'm 25. I came here when I was 5 years old. I really didn't know much about anything. My parents just basically put me on a bus, and I ended up in Georgia.
Where did you start?
Here.
Were you coming from Mexico?
That's right.
Okay.
I haven't been there at all. I really don't consider it to be my home. I consider the U.S. to be my home because it's all I know.
And are your parents in the States as well?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard for people living in the shadows. They're afraid of everything. Basically, they don't know what's going to happen to them. Some of them do a better job than others, but they have to do what's best for them.
Well, so you've been here for 20 years, okay? And
Yeah.
you've graduated high school. What did you do
Correct.
after high school?
Well, after high school, it was really difficult for me to do anything because we didn't have backup back then when I graduated. So there was no way I could drive. There was no way I could apply for a job. I couldn't get insurance of any sort. So I basically worked under the table and, tried my best. And nowadays I can actually get a job, pay my taxes, and do everything. Report income. And I've been trying my best to just, live a stable life. My life has been, considerably been, better ever since Daca came out. If not, I would probably be living in poverty.
What's going through your mind now? Like, I mean, on a daily basis, do you wake up in the morning and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now or 5 months from now? I mean, what is that like to live with that on a daily basis?
Every day, ever since the election results came out, I imagined that the U.S., this might be a little too extreme, but it felt like it was going to become like a Nazi Germany kind of, idea. Just because you don't really know how to think after certain things happen. I imagine a world where we were going to get prosecuted, like how the Jews were persecuted back in World War II. And we were all going to get, lined up and thrown into buses into maybe deportation camps. Right. And it was just a horrible mindset. And I still go through and about that. I still think that there might be a possibility of that happening. Just us being labeled and put on a bus and get taken away. And, I'm kind of afraid of saying this, but, because it might be too extreme and I might be bashed for saying this, but that's the reality of, of us.
And what of your parents? I mean, do you have other family members? Your parents are here. What are they doing? I mean, are they, what's their status?
Well, of course, they're undocumented. It's probably bad for me to say this on the air, but, it's the truth.
Right.
They try their best to earn, a day's living. I actually started a business, and that's how I'm able to provide for my family. I'm supporting my parents right now and my younger brother. And basically, it's a house of four. I grew up with me being looked at maybe kind of like the head of the family instead of my dad.
Yeah.
Just because it was difficult for him to assimilate. Because it was hard for him to learn English and do all these things, a normal parent in the U.S. would do. So I kind of had to, in a way, raise my own, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Now, have you talked to your parents about why did they come from Mexico to Georgia?
Well, basically, it was poverty. Not a lot of there wasn't a lot of options back in the day when they came over. There was a lot of corruption, a lot of crime. I mean, some parts are very better than others. But where they came from, it wasn't a good area.
So they would have come in about 1998. Is that right?
Correct. Yep. Maybe I don't remember.
Right.
Maybe we can't. Yeah. But that's the story. And every day I try my best. With earning a living, praying to God that the worst doesn't happen. I kind of have faith in humans. They're able to cope with other humans, and they accept the situation of others and understand, and hopefully things will be better. And that's all I can do. It's keeping me sane, just having faith.
How many people in your sort of immediate circle that you see like on a daily basis? How many of the people that you work with at your business or come in as customers of your business? I mean, are people generally aware of your situation, or is that something that you protect and guard vigorously?
Well, I like to protect it. I like to not tell people just because of the judgment they might have.
Right.
Of course, they stand left or right. I always like to just be, in the middle, kind of, not have anybody know about my situation. But of course, you will have judgment, and typically people will look at you and assume you're just Hispanic, and therefore you must be illegal. Some people will do that, some won't. Some are kind of down to earth people, and they'll understand. They really don't care about where you come from or who you are. I appreciate people like that, and that's people that give me hope. And when I found out about your show, is that you guys are just talking out, and being yourselves, and speaking the truth basically. And that's why I decided to call today and tell you that I appreciate you guys doing all of this.
Well,
I've been watching your segments and everything, and it's amazing.
All right. Well, I really appreciate your calling, and I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully things will turn out well. Please, keep us updated on your situation. Thanks for the call.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Seriously, thank you.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos